Hey, folks.
Good morning.
Hello.
Oh, shoot. I got Twitch echoing in the background. There we go. If my printer is making too much noise during the meeting, let me know, and I'll mute.
I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay.
Bleeding.
Okay.
I can't hear it right now.
Good.
So.
I can't hear anything.
Nothing at all?
At all, period?
No.
Lack
Oh,
of sleep.
right.
Well, no, right now screaming.
Of
yeah,
course.
actually, I can hear.
Noise I am quite familiar with. So yeah, the button was left in, and that's why I was like the beginnings of long range. I was saying the beginnings of long range scanning because it literally it brings up a menu and that's about it. So
That seems most relevant to George, who was not here when you said it.
yeah, we were chatting in another room.
Oh, okay, cool.
I was just finishing the thought before we jumped in while we were waiting for him to get back.
What was the thought finish?
Just that that everybody sort of aligned with we were going to leave the long range scanning button in, despite the fact that it wasn't going to be functional for the build. That's what we talked about yesterday. So. The button brings up a window, yes. And I think it always says win. So. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's
okay. All right.
M, K, F, G, O. Those are the other ones.
Cam FDM, what?
Yep. You're listening to WSTR Starship Radio.
Now we have a new project. Yeah. Sure.
Oh boy.
I can start. So yesterday, I got a design time edited and uploaded to YouTube. Had a one-on-one with Carl, and then I spent most of the afternoon recording B-roll forever for the gameplay trailer. Because turns out when you need like 10 shots of you panning from fleet to celestial or to like star system, you just record over and over again and then hope you like RNG nice looking systems. And you just do that over and over again until it happens.
Why don't you just modify the JSON to give you the exact system you want?
Because it'd take longer. I think.
Wow.
Well, because remember, I'm not looking for precisely one nice looking system. I'm looking for 10, right?
Okay,
so
fair enough.
Yeah, so it's probably just easier to RNG it because I also just need to record. It's like just recording playthroughs. So I spent most of that time recording playthroughs and trying to think through what looks best on those shots and what I'm going to take. So now that I've done that, I actually looked at the long range scanning stuff and I want some of that in the video too because having another screen and another set of things that a player will do is nice to sell for a gameplay trailer. So I'm going to spend some time recording more of that today too. So yeah, today we'll be recording that and then starting to snip those videos into different sections so that we can get a first draft up today. George.
Okay. So I made a whole crap ton of UX improvements for long range scanning. I updated the code so that now you always get a choice of 2 to 4 star systems to jump to And all of those systems will then be able to jump to the next 2 to 4 systems, then to the next 2 to 4, etc. So you do it like that. So long range scanning, I made it so long range scanning is now required, which I don't like actually, but it's fine for now. It's a really cheap installation and it's quick, so whatever. And I increased the base resources to compensate for that. So the game hasn't changed in terms of anything except you have to spend at least 10 seconds with a long range scanner. What else did I do? I fixed. Sorry. I fixed something that's not written here because I never made a card for it when I fixed it. So something in the game is better. Great. Okay, and then I started. The ship picking phase. So I'm in the middle of writing the XML for that, or not XML. I keep saying that. JSON. I'm in the middle of writing the JSON for that, so that I have an idea of what I need to code. I like doing it that way, like starting with the data that I want to put in as a designer, and then coding it from a programming perspective afterwards. So, and that will be definitely my full day today, if not also tomorrow. So, if there's bugs in there that are like the long range scan win thing or the long range scan ability not having a cooldown that you guys think are higher priority, I'm happy to do those instead first. So that's me. Okay, I pick Hans.
Yep. So yesterday we did our morning meetings and then shifted into a long conversation with Anthony and Carl and Tyson about the system structure and what we visually want sort of the screens to be looking like. That fed into a bunch of work on testing textures and adjusting the materials to allow us to have multiple cloud layers and change the way that they layer onto planets. We did some sketches on some of that stuff, and Tyson started working on some of the concept pieces going that way, which you can see in one of the forums. Maybe we should show those towards the end of stand up, just as hey, look, this is what we're thinking of. So it might be good to bring those up. So spent most of the day working on that stuff, and then shifted into cooking a build last night. Got that stuff done. So we should have a new build to go out shortly today. And then did a little bit of grooming before I went to bed, just to kind of get some ideas after our planning meeting in the afternoon. Just trying to understand what the right flow is going to be and how we start to break out multiple features that are going to go into larger feature releases, and how we're going to need to start managing source codes and builds and deal with potentially tagging and things of that sort, so that we can start managing this or build throttles within the game to keep features back. I don't know. So we're going to have some conversations about where we want to go with that eventually. We're getting pretty close to that point, I think. Particularly
Also, Carl, you need to scroll down on your stream because your stuff that you're typing for Hans isn't showing.
Oh,
there we go.
Yep. So that was my day. I choose. Oh, and today, probably more of the same. I also have some work on probably TOS and EULA. I want to try and get at least some placeholders together while we're waiting for feedback from the lawyer. So that way, if we do need to move, we can. So yeah, I choose Will.
Yesterday I finished off all the persona powers that are ability based.
Can you just say that one more time? I just like the way you say it.
Yesterday I finished off all the persona powers that are ability based.
Powers.
Today I
serious.
will be working on the ones that are passive. I don't think it will take me the whole day to finish them. And once I get them working, my goal is to switch into focusing on the UI for them, which is not going to be heavy. It's just going to be, I want a tooltip. So when you mouse over guys, it will show you which one they have. And I'm probably going to test that, just make it completely random which one you get. And then following that, I'm going to try and enforce which persona powers you get based on your faction. I'll try and figure out how to make a system for that so it makes sense. I don't know how much of that I'll get done today, but that's the goal.
Cool.
Was I
I
last?
forgot one thing. No, Carl has to go, but before Carl goes,
Carl.
we have design time today, and during design time, I definitely want to discuss Brandon and Will with you guys about the ship picking phase. And hope when does Anthony get back? When did he say he gets back?
Not sure. I knew he was going to miss stand up, but I didn't think he was going to be gone all day. So
I
Yeah,
don't know if I'm going to be here
be
for
back
design
around.
time.
Okay. Okay. Brandon, we got this.
Okay.
Ant won't be back.
Won't be back for.
Okay, Will.
I probably need to head out around 10:30ish or 10:45.
Cool. So yesterday we had the product owner meeting, and I discovered a whole bunch of videos that I thought were lost forever are in fact on my computer, and so they are now uploaded for Brandon to poke at them.
Yay. I mean, yay.
I had a one-on-one with Brandon. We had the art meeting with Hans, Ant, and Tyson, and I did a bunch of social media intern stuff. In fact realized that despite being completely made up teams that serve no purpose, I am increasingly smug, disgustingly smug that Sun Bears have so many people representing them.
I initially loved making Praise the Sun jokes, but now I'm tired of it.
Yeah, me too.
Too bad. That's all you
Robot
get forever.
better.
More pullers.
Robot.
Then today, I think maybe we should poke at the pricing exercise if we have time, because that feels important and a thing we should knock out the list. So I may try to organize that. And then besides that, probably more social media intern stuff. I'm not really sure yet. Just sort of see what's coming up and needs help with. So yeah. And then Ant said yesterday he did the System Planet map discussion. He implemented a bunch of new quests for all the factions. He had the product owner sprint prep meeting, and then today he's going to start the map for the new System Planet layout stuff based on our conversations yesterday, and then he's going to hook up the ability to dismantle installations. That's what he's doing today.
That was a funny laugh coming through Discord.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. My wife has some friends over.
No, it's totally
That's
fine.
okay.
It was just unexpected. I was trying to figure out who had background laughter.
Yeah. Which of us is in which team, by the way, out of Polar Sun and Robot? I know Carl is Sun. Anthony is Sun, isn't he?
Yes, Anthony is also Sun.
I don't
I'm
know which one I
Robot.
am. I was in whatever one was the last one I tested.
Hans, you're Polar, right? What are you, Brandon?
I am Robot,
You're Robot?
I think.
That's the right choice.
Hans, did you want to bring up the Tyson stuff?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Why don't I do that?
Ooh, this is exciting.
It was in the chat. You probably already saw it, but maybe not.
Still exciting.
Switch it out to Hans. Show Hans, Carl.
How do I want to do this?
Yeah, get our ugly mugs off of there. Let's look at some space porn.
What?
Wait, that's me. What?
I don't know if this is gonna work.
So you mean you're aiming the telescope at Uranus?
Hey now.
I don't get it.
I'm so sorry. That one was just sitting there waiting for me to say it.
I'm gonna have to pull these down. It's not gonna let me do it. There we go. I'm gonna just open them in tabs. Just gonna take me a moment. Open link. Okay. Okay, let's share screen. So after the conversations yesterday, there were sort of 3 things we talked about. We've talked about moving more towards the system being a planetary system versus a large solar system for the system view, where you might have multiple regions on a given planet. You'd have potentially multiple regions like rings, moons. Eventually that could extend to things like, the atmosphere or the mantle or the core.
That's so cool.
So you have all these options, and so you can then also navigate then back and forth like sort of subsystems within a given solar system. So you do a small jump from planet to planet within a system, but then long range scanning will let you jump to entirely new systems. So this would be sort of the system view as we've looked at it up to now, where right now we have basically 3 to 6 planets just kind of placed in there. You'd be here in orbit around some planetary body. And then we have sort of the fleet view, which is you'd be near the same planet, but you'd get a little more sort of, wow, you'd be zoomed in a little more, maybe see, some more details about the planet or things around the planet, and then be able to see your ships and interact with your ships. And then we start to talk about like the system, the long range scanning view. As we start to get there, we have like the system that you're currently at, the planets that exist within your current solar system, but hey, here's your options for jumping out to these new places, which I think gives the good sense of, hey, here's these local things, but now I can go even further if I want.
That's
so
really cool.
From an exploration point of view, I think he managed to get like a really good sense of like exploring what's going on inside the system where you are, which feels more engaging than just the flat objects sitting on screen. The fleet view I'm still not super convinced with, because I think only some objects are going to be super exciting, but if we do a really good job on the visuals and we have some activity going on in the ships and the stuff, I think it could look good. And then I think this, where we're going for the long range scanning, I think is awesome. So those are some of the concepts that came out of yesterday. Anybody have anything else?
So cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about them.
I guess I could show long range scanning stuff, but I don't have anything loaded. I should have had it loaded by now. Yeah, why don't we just play test it? And I'm not going to be the one to play test it because I know how it's supposed to work. So I'd like to get some unbiased feedback.
I was playtesting it this morning and have some feedback.
So you've got latest then?
Let's play it.
Yeah, go for it. They do not have latest.
Who's going to share their screen?
I will.
I should stop biting my nails, but I don't care.
Then you shouldn't stop biting your nails if you don't care. I mean, you can get that really gross nail polish.
Super, super lovely.
You mean all nail polish? Just kidding.
Man.
We actually got a Facebook comment when I briefly promoted a post about us starting to stream. That was like, it's not very professional to bite your nails on stream. So,
for me,
I think it was actually directed at me at the time because I do it too. But
are you memeing?
Oh,
or did someone actually?
Someone actually did that.
Oh, was that like a joke or?
Oh no, I think they were. I think they were very serious.
They were serious. Oh man.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
F that ass.
Well,
so what is this
maybe
you're
they just have like
those are the sketches for a Discord reaction / eventual
Panda?
Twitch emote for Patron Panda. Yeah.
That's very cute.
I'm
Wait,
actually
we don't
really
have a
excited.
panda
Man,
faction.
number 7 is
We
so
have patron
funny.
pandas.
Number
So if you
six.
sign up on Patreon, you
Whoa,
get
look at
assigned
this.
patron panda.
This is a
Look at what?
6 starting system.
Whoa.
Is it? Oh my.
Look at this dream.
Oh my.
I've got a
Are
case
you
of
making
a
fun
vape.
of me, Will?
No, you just sort of sounded like George Takei, so I tried to.
Takei. It's pronounced Takei.
Oh, is it?
Is it really?
Yeah, Rudy.
Oh,
I actually
shit.
don't.
Yes.
It's easy to
Oh.
remember because you just say George Takei is gay.
Yeah. He made a video about telling people to stop saying that's so gay as an insult. And he said, I'm so convinced of this that I'm willing to give you my last name to use instead. Instead of saying that's so gay, just say that's so Takei. And he did that several times. It was
That's
great.
awesome.
Cute. Oh, wait. I can't.
Oh, whoops.
Wait.
Forgot to aggressive exploit. What am I doing with my time? What a waste of
What
resources.
a waste. You need to practice, son.
I'm gonna
You
aggressively
waster
exploit this
von
Baron.
Wasterson.
Excuse you?
You can use spacebar, Brandon.
Dude,
I don't like
guys. Frozen is
Okay.
so hot. I don't even know why you scan planets that aren't frozen.
Oh, that's one thing that we really need for long range scan. The cooldown. Or like the indicator, the
Oh
timer.
crap, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a card for that already though.
Okay,
so
cool.
I'm not going to record that, but yes, we have to do that.
Oh, I gotta make one of these things, don't I?
So while he's playing, I did have something I wanted to talk with folks about. I wanted to, so with the build that went out today, we have the cooldown changes that we're experimenting with, and it does look like the morale hit is in place for doing aggressive exploit. And the tooltip does say morale minus. It's not, I don't find it super obvious to know what's going on. And then when the morale changes, there's the indicator next to mood does go down, but there's nothing really that indicates that it goes down, like nothing calling your attention over there. So I would like to propose we change the actual tag mood down there to morale. So one, people can see when something says morale minus or plus, they know it's there. It's not somewhere else because we have nowhere that indicates morale. And then I think we should try and figure out what we want that tooltip to actually convey, because right now it doesn't convey anything super helpful. And then have some kind of an indicator when major morale changes occur. Does anyone disagree with that stuff?
Mm-mm.
Or have ideas what we should of other things that might make that more useful?
Yeah, I mean, for our style of game, I tend towards being in favor of giving absolute numbers, but there is something to be said for obfuscating it slightly.
Mhm.
It's just that when we use small incremental changes, they don't feel, they're either unknown, ignored, or not impactful to the player.
Right. Yeah, I just and I'm okay with it being vaguer if or more specific, but right now it's like it has the sense that there is something specific, because when you mouse over, there's actually a morale number, like it's like a minus 14 or whatever, like a specific number, but then we don't indicate anything about how much things are changed anywhere. But also in the tooltip, there's not even anything that shows like, oh, there's tiers between all these levels. It's just like, oh, your morale's going down by 14 and here's a whole bunch of levels.
Yeah, I mean, we could
Mm.
change the tooltip to be more informative, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd point to, I think most roguelikes work this way. Like DCSS has a really intense hunger system, and a lot of spells cost hunger to
Sure.
consume, and they just tell you this costs hunger. They don't tell you how much it costs, and there's no indication that a number is going down. It's just sometimes your guy says, "I'm hungry."
Right.
You're like,
and
"Oh,
I
I've been
think
casting
that's
a lot
okay,
of spells."
but your guy says I'm hungry. When the mood changes in the lower left, like you just have to hope you notice. There's not like a doober that pops up that's like a boo or a sound effect that people are getting sadder, or there's nothing that calls your attention to it. So if you're like, ooh, look, aggressive exploit doesn't cool down. You just lose the game in 3 clicks.
Also,
and I guess
can
that's a
we
learning
change it so that can we make the color background go from like green to red
Yeah, that
or
was
blue
originally
to
what we were
just
going to do. Is we were going to
because I
have that
really
change.
dislike that
Shipping
it's
mutant.
always red.
Yeah,
Who
that's
did?
what we were going to do. But
Wait.
we decided we were going to.
I've lost.
Oh,
What
new
the
leader
fuck?
chosen. You aggressively exploited too many times. I bet.
No, two of my ships mutinied because I didn't complete a quest, but it went from indifferent to mutinous immediately.
Ooh,
Did
that's
you
probably
use
Oh.
aggressive
bad.
exploit?
No, it was just based off of not completing the update
Oh, okay.
installation quest. But I just
Yeah.
realized, is that because so usually a quest ratchets down 1 tier, but I'm curious if the reason why I went from indifferent immediately to mutinous was because I had 2 ships in swarm, and so when the quest failed, did it count
It hit
the
twice.
penalty twice?
Oh, it might have. Yeah, that's
I
a good
think
idea.
that's what just
Probably.
happened.
Yeah.
That should not
That's a
happen,
good
right?
Yeah, you should bug that.
Yeah.
that's
So
Can someone
I'll
bug
bug
that?
it. I'll bug it. Yeah,
I
got it.
can't jump until I have used the long range scan, and the long range scan doesn't do anything for 10 seconds. Is that all working as intended?
Yes, unfortunately.
And
We
then
have
I
a
just
bug
press
already.
the jump button, or is there more to it now?
Sure.
Should I go to a
No,
different
you can
screen?
you can still press a jump button. So losing a
Once you build
quest has a stacking debuff depending on the total number of ships of that faction.
The jump button is not doing anything. Oh, wait.
So,
It finally did. Okay.
What
Okay.
was something happening with that?
I opened the galaxy system, and then I pressed the jump button, and it went bump, 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 bump. And then I closed the galaxy menu and pressed the jump button, and it opened the galaxy menu and then let me jump.
Okay. Weird.
something's not right there.
And then I got a crash.
No. How did it crash?
I
It's
am
a gift,
still trying to figure that out. I've been running from Visual Studio, so I have a stack trace and stuff. It looks like it's a quest broke. Just trying to create a quest with a time limit condition. It's trying to bind to a function that doesn't exist.
What other feedback did you have, Brandon, about the jumping? I saw another bug that I forgot, which is
Everybody said we have the cooldown indicator bug.
yeah. The galaxy map line drawn goes to the bottom right instead of the top right, where the system scan summary is. That is a bug.
Did someone make this executability condition recently?
I didn't, that's for sure.
Okay, well, it's broken.
Yay.
Also, I don't. What? Oh, okay. So there's quests that only succeed when you activate an ability. Is that the idea?
When you finish execution of an ability.
Okay, yeah, this is broken. I'll just fix this real quick.
Cool.
Can you put it in validate too, or can you describe the bug to me so I can write it for you?
No. I was
Okay.
playing and the game crashed and it gave me a stack trace, and I know how to fix the stack trace because I'm looking at the code, but I don't know what the bug is.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, I know how to fix a null pointer, right? Like, I'm basically just doing that. Like this.
I'm saying if there's a way for us to write it so that we can force test it tomorrow in the build.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, shit. That'll...
Man, Molten Planets look so cool.
I'm just gonna check real quick and make sure there aren't other things like this. Convert resource condition. Yeah,
Who's
no,
on
man,
stream
this
right
is
now playing?
there's
Brandon.
a problem all over the place. think a lot of our quests weren't working.
Great.
Ant checked in a bunch of quest stuff last night, so it may be from those changes.
Okay. I'll make sure this builds and then I'll submit it.
We should add a ticket for a new long-range scanner icon or a new sensors icon.
Sure.
Drop one in
That works.
because they're the same. Adding it.
One fuel.
I feel like the game looks much better on Brandon's screen than my screen.
Why is that?
I don't know. It looks more washed out on my screen.
You have brightness turned up or something?
That is it. I play on my monitor and my monitor's brightness is fucking stupid. But if I play on my laptop, the brightness looks, I bet it'll look much better there.
There you go.
I mean, I would still say that the game feels pretty washed out. Like actually the hover state lighting is more closer to what I like than the non-hover state lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks.
You're
You're right.
In some ways, like I almost want it to be reversed. Like
Yeah, can we just switch them?
I don't know because I have no idea how those systems work, but maybe.
I mean,
You can look at it. Let's add a bug. Add a bug,
Okay.
Carl.
Sure.
yeah, Carl, add a bug. I was gonna do it, but make Carl
Yeah,
do
Carl.
Carl, add a bug.
Yeah, Carl.
Make the
Yeah.
intern do it.
Wait, are we bullies? I think we're
Yes.
bullying right now. This is
Yes.
Yeah. You see how that stupid line goes to the bottom right? I don't know how
Yeah.
I didn't even think about fixing that. That was stupid. Oh well.
Where's it supposed to go?
To the upper
Jumping is
right with
taking 2
scan
clicks
results.
to go.
Oh.
I thought I was crazy, but jumping is taking 2 clicks to go now.
I
So
bet
there's
it's
probably
that
just something
galaxy
that says
map.
Focable. Yeah, there's.
Yeah.
Yeah, focusable would do that.
Write a bug, Carl.
I'll
Yeah,
write that
bug.
bug.
I already
'cause it's
got
my
it.
bug.
I already got it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Thanks, intern. Get me some coffee. And guess what? I don't even drink coffee.
I'll take some while you're going.
Me too. And a donut.
Jesus.
I mean,
Why are we-
everyone would have to come to LA in order to get this coffee. You understand that, right?
I'll be over right quick.
I'll settle for souvlaki.
I'll take a bagel.
I empower you to go get your own souvlaki.
Oh, actually, I made
Yeah.
a shit ton of a Moroccan carrot salad. Would you like some, Carl?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll make. Okay.
What is that even? I like the idea, but I don't know what it is.
It's like really tender carrots.
You just
tossed
take
in,
you
like-
just take a carrot salad and then you blast hard rock at it for a long time.
Whoa.
Intense, bro.
You said Moroccan carrot salad. I'm just imagining root vegetables with fez adorning the plate. That'd be pretty cool.
You
Yeah,
put
you're actually. It's not too far off.
you put a fez on. You eat carrot salad while listening to Andrew WK.
Cool.
Yeah, not bad. Okay, that's a bug that I can definitely confirm now.
What?
Whenever I take the refuel, the refine. Oh my goodness, refine
the refuelery?
fuel action. It's wiping out all of my gas. It's not costing
All of
50
it?
anymore. It's wiping every single. Yeah. Last game it took
Like-
me 92, and this game it took me 87.
Oh
instantly.
boy.
So something's wrong there.
Anthony!
So someone please write.
I
that
got
bug
it.
down
I got it.
as I continue to just.
We should make sure to tell Anthony when he gets back so that he's aware of it, because that's on the lines of I consider things with resource costs that are not being done correctly and stuff like that to be game breaking in a way that we need to fix in a very high priority. I don't know about you guys, but
Yeah.
that's how I feel.
I feel like
So-
focusable UI that someone put in is game breaking and should be fixed.
also too.
Me
Oh,
too.
wow, you're so good at prioritizing. You've really reinforced my confidence in your leadership, Carl.
Whoa, wow.
So I did want to talk about something that is actually stream relevant. So, Carl, you and I were talking about bug reporting and how we wanted to try and start interacting with the bug reporting process in the Discord.
Oh yeah.
One of the things I was thinking about though is that we generally are playing after stand up with latest, not
Yeah.
with the build.
Yeah.
And so we'd be reporting bugs that don't exist in what they're playing.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm kind of wondering if one, either we keep them separate, but we invest some time in updating bugs that we know exist in the current build in that location, or whether we have some portion of our playtesting be with the public build. Any
I'm
thoughts?
sorry. Can I interrupt for a bug?
Please, yeah.
So if you have the
Speaking of,
the stellar map open, when you hit the jump button, nothing happens.
Oh,
don't-
hit it again real quick.
That's what I was just saying.
There you go.
Okay, let me test this again.
Yeah, it's effed. I think it just needs to show the jump dialogue the whole time instead of not showing the jump dialogue.
yeah, there's a flow thing we got to work on there.
So it's the same bug. I don't need to.
All
write
right,
any
sorry. Go ahead
Yeah, I
with
think
the
it's the same
return
bug.
to Hans's.
Yeah, I actually kind of feel like we should scrap that screen and make it just better. We need a
Yeah.
UX pass and just like let's redo it from the ground up.
Well, because I mean we've got the UX that Tyson was working on that is basically the first part of that screen. So this one,
Yeah,
I closed it.
I know which one you're talking about.
Okay, good.
Also, Hans, if you're sharing something on screen that you want to be visible to the stream, don't share it on your Gigantor monitor because it shows up as
No!
a tiny square. Even though I know it's like
That's all you get. All you get. Giant monitor is all you get.
3 eyes.
I gotta go to the bathroom. Be right back.
Okay. By the way, oh, nice. It's a great picture of Carl. Actually, that is a good picture of you, Carl. It's very candid.
What? Oh Jesus.
Hans is sharing a picture of you. It's good.
I hate you, Hans.
But you look good there. You look 10 years younger, so like 45 or 8 or something.
Oh, ouch.
Damn, that
Ouch.
was. Well, man, you guys have been at each other these last few days. It's been like a
What,
little.
me and Carl?
Yeah, I mean,
No
in a
way.
playful way, of course, but
Yeah,
the commentary has been.
this is basically me and Carl saying to each other, you know what? I really appreciate our friendship. You know what? I do too. I hope we stay friends forever. Fine, fine. You know?
Oh my god. I just got spooked out by a text message. Like, it just vibrated across my desk, and I was like, whoa!
I gotta check on this print. Be right back.
I really need this cooldown for long-range scanning. I don't think you
Yeah,
understand how much
it is
I need
annoying.
it.
So aside from that, how do you feel about the fact that long range scanning is required and what it gives you and stuff like that?
I like it. I actually like it being mandatory. I think it gets you into the habit of like thinking of the future, which is something that we haven't had the game do before. And
Okay.
In terms of the long range sensor piece.
Yes. So I think it's a good like start to that kind of experience.
I think
flow,
if we had
that
like
makes
a when you first jumped into the first system, it was like, Commander, now that we've left our system, we need to start scanning long range, and like we direct people to it or whatever.
Yeah.
Like something that forces them into that menu.
Yeah.
Maybe an alert on the right that says no jump target scan.
Yeah, or a first quest that comes in first quest that is build a long range scanner.
Build a long range scanner. Yeah.
Like
Are we
right
going-
now, that would at least just force the hand.
Ooh, either Carl or Hans. Can either one of you come to design time? I mean, obviously, everyone's always invited to all of them. I know
Yeah.
you guys are optional. I would really like it if one of you could come to design. Oh no, actually, I think it has to be Carl because you weren't in that meeting with Carl and Anthony. And wait, were you in that one, Hans?
I don't know which one.
What are you talking about?
The meeting
Finish a
yesterday.
thought, George. Please finish your thought.
Oh my
I
God.
live in George Land. Y'all are welcome to come visit whenever you like.
You're talking
and-
about the UI, UX, and art thing?
Yeah. Were
Yeah,
you
I
in
was
that one?
meeting.
We were all in
Okay, never mind that. Yeah. So either one of you, if you could, I just want someone from that meeting because Anthony's not going to be here, and
Yeah,
I'd really like to talk about how this impacts some of the other stuff.
Yeah, that's one of the things I was mentioning is that I think it really has a lot. It seems really simple, like, oh, it's just a new map, but it's not. It really does trickle down into all the quests and all the systems.
This
like,
changes how the galaxy is built.
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah, because now we have an
All the
extra
systems.
layer.
Which is awesome, but it is work. So we need to identify that stuff. Agreed.
Yeah, we can be there. Now that you
Good.
finished your thought and we know what you want.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, sorry, it's not my fault you can't keep up with the speed of me.
Oh,
Light
oh my
ain't
God,
got nothing on my brain.
Garbage.
What's up, Brandon?
Nothing. I'm just talking to myself.
He's complaining about his
Awesome.
lot in the universe.
Holy shit!
you-
I have so much food now.
Munch.
Language.
Oh yeah, it's wiping out all of my fuel every time. Or my
That
gas.
really sucks. That's gonna break the game completely.
We have a new
Correct.
game breaking bug.
Yay!
Also, my long range scanning ship it shows as idle. Whenever even though it's long range scanning.
Yeah, why is that not an exclusive action? I'm confused by that.
Is that
Is it
not? I
intentionally
thought it
not?
was listed
Why
as
did you
exclusive.
mutiny? I built an
bug.
installation. Oh, that's a bug.
What happened?
I built a long range scanner to satisfy the build an installation quest. It did not work.
Mhm.
Oh,
not?
well, that might be because that condition is not implemented.
Oh, okay, cool.
I just
Well,
fixed that. If you pull
Goodbye,
it,
one of my
better.
ships. See ya.
Where's long
Nerd.
range scan?
Which one did I lose?
Long range scan has exclusive execution set to true.
Well, it.
What else
pops
do I
up.
have to do, Will, to make it? I haven't researched it at all. Do you know this off the top of your head?
To do, what are we talking about?
To make the UI show stuff for long range scan, it is set to
UI.
exclusive execution. Like when
Oh.
you start it,
How did the ship get the ability?
from the installation.
Well, I don't know.
Guys,
Let's
I'm
do
getting
it.
some serious Darkest Dungeon vibes from our game
Yeah,
now.
it says abilities. Ability
Game is
long
getting
range
fucking
scan.
hard.
Scan jump target ability.
Oh shit, we're so screwed. Oh my god. What?
Hellos.
Dude, this game has
Hello.
gotten epically hard so fast.
Anthony,
yeah.
we have a resource bug still.
What's going on?
Whenever he uses the fuel factory ability to convert gas to fuel, it uses all of his gas instead of the required amount.
I probably just need to check. I probably left something on that ability that doesn't need to be there.
We made a bug on the board though for it. And we
Cool.
figured
I'll
you'd
look at
probably be
it
the
pretty
one to-
quickly. That's easy
Oh,
to find.
did you see that? You could pick the middle option now.
Yep.
I could.
That
Oh
was
my
a bug in the board, so we can delete that bug, right?
Yes.
Where is that bug?
Yes, the game is
Yeah,
epically hard now. I'll give you.
Yeah, this game
Mostly-
is so hard right now. Mostly because I can't complete these quests.
Well, you should complete them.
There were.
No, I mean literally it broke. I tried to.
Which
one? Of the
one?
quests.
Which one?
Will found
The,
some
build
null
an installation.
pointers.
Yeah, there were
I
some
didn't-
quest conditions.
The conditions themselves
The
probably.
conditions didn't have U function tags on them, so they weren't calling the delegates.
That would do it.
So yeah, when he said he can't finish the quest, he doesn't mean he doesn't have the ability to finish the quest.
No, but
It
that's why I
means
put
the
them in
code
because
prevents it.
we can actually check to make sure that
Yeah.
all those little things.
I'm
are
an
there.
excellent playtester when it comes to finding bugs.
Good. We need
Because
that.
all I've done. Oh my god! Stop!
I don't.
It's all falling apart around me. When did I
Well, now
start
you
playing
need a
Darkest
lot-
Dungeon?
Dude, you need a lot less fuel now. That's pretty cool, right?
Right.
Oh
I
my
mean-
god! I lost my fucking freighter. Wait, I'm so fucked.
No, you're not. You might win in 2 jumps. Or you might even be able to find. Are any of them named Win systems?
Nope.
Okay, well try. Just jump.
Wait, all these suck.
Jump to somewhere you think you'll get you, because desert planets have fuel sometime, right? Don't they? Is it desert? I can't remember
I
which one.
can't remember.
Let's look. Where's planets? No, they're called celestial objects. Okay.
Oh wait, I still
has
lose
fuel?
a ship. I'm gonna lose to morale loss on this jump.
Why are you
Fuel.
losing? Why are you losing a ship?
Fuel.
How many ships do you have?
I
One
have
left,
3.
I think.
Too
Oh,
bad
yeah.
you don't have a
Yeah.
bull gambit.
Oh, you have 3
Exactly.
ships left, and you only have
See you
2
later.
Okay, I'm wrong. Only
It's all
molten and
falling
gas.
apart.
planets. Oh, actually, I wish I had seen whether the screen properly showed the losses. Did it show at the jump
Yes.
thing?
Who do I have left?
It did.
You can't scan
Ah, sweet.
anymore.
All I can do is aggressive exploit shit now. Good luck, everybody.
No, do the molten
Uh,
planet. That has fuel potentially.
Cancel that. You can cancel the aggressive and then just do it
Relay
again.
Will it return my Oh, I crashed.
Oh, no.
Saved by the bell.
Yeah, he crashed. Oh yeah, he unplugged.
Metaphor.
Actually, no, it won't. It won't refund you your morale cost.
Okay, well then I
That's-
wouldn't.
I wonder why you crash. You click. I don't know. We'll find
I
out.
don't know. all I'm saying is that it was all falling apart in my hands. Oh man.
From the. Oh,
I actually feel like we should probably implement sooner than later. Not in the next release or whatever, but like we should probably put it on the roadmap for having difficulty levels of some kind.
I kind of like how difficult
let's
this game got.
tune to the what we'd want it to be first
Sure.
before trying to get to difficulty levels.
I mean, if
and
we
yeah,
just
that's-
fixed some of the quests, I would
Yeah,
have been
I
in a
also
better
don't
spot.
like difficulty levels in that way.
Yeah.
I
Weren't we
mean-
also kind of talking about it possibly like the setup?
Oh yeah,
where
The
we
setup.
scenario
Yeah.
setup
Yeah.
would kind of give you more of
We
the
don't-
choice. The FTL way of like it's always the same difficulty, but choosing a different ship adjusts.
could
that.
help. Yeah, make it easier.
Or
or
you can
harder.
do the Slay the Spire style where you have different game modes that are different difficulties.
Yeah.
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 Daily's really easy. Core game's kind of hard. Then you can
Yeah.
play the super hard modes.
And then we just have
Yeah.
Darkest Dungeon mode.
where you have to tea time because otherwise people go insane and develop personality quirks.
Yeah.
Well, you
It's
have to-
actually what would we call in our game? Lure of the Void.
yeah. Actually, yeah. What books? There's a bunch of books that have that stuff. Recently, The Expanse has that, where they only brought it up, I think, in one book where some guy went insane because they hadn't, like, basically space madness. They hadn't been back to a planet. They
Mhm.
grew up on Earth, and then had been out in space for years, and then kind of went insane. Sounds legitimate. I mean,
Legit.
a good portion of your population hasn't been in space before. They have no clue what's going on. They're going to go insane and then like
Call of the Void.
start turning murderous or something. I don't know.
Playthrough Brandon just now reminded me a lot of this war of mine.
Oh god.
Only
that
bad
game-
choices.
No, there's not only bad choices there. There's some good choices, but it's the spiraling, the death spiral that happens when something
Yeah.
goes wrong. Like when one of your people starts getting depressed and then won't work, and then you're like,
Just
oh,
snowballs.
okay, which means I get less people to get food and resources, which means then even more people become depressed. And then, one of them dies or something, and then they all just kind of sit there broken, and you don't have any alcohol to fix everything. So it's like, well, great.
That's right.
I
Alcohol
lose.
does fix everything.
It's everything. So
It
that's
does in that game,
We
actually.
need an installation that is just
Distillery.
a distillery.
Which reduces the expense.
who
of
needs-
the
Increases morale. Like,
Oh, I actually didn't even get a crash report. Wow.
really?
I mean, that's what Grand Celebration is.
Oh,
We
no, I
lose
found it.
100 food. Some of that's got to be alcohol.
It's true. Did you get
All right.
anything?
Oh God, can you
Yeah, I
imagine being
found it.
on a spaceship leaving Earth without even any alcohol? Oh no,
Yeah, I could.
that'd be
Let me out.
awful. As I take another sip of wine.
I don't know. Alcohol just makes me feel bad now. So, oh God, my stomach just.
You're
growled.
not doing it right, Brandon.
You're right.
All right. So, do we have anything else we want to go over today? Or are we
I think we're good.
cool?
Cool. Thanks for joining the stream, everyone. Catch y'all later.